one of the symptoms of PTSD that I had was what they call a phantom smell. So I would smell cigarette smoke, and sometimes like when someone has alcohol on their breath. And I would just smell it all the time, and it would trigger panic attacks and flashbacks and bad memories. And we tried EMDR. My psychologist sent me to go to the doctor to make sure, because things like brain tumors can cause phantom smells. And she sent me to the dentist because cavities and tooth problems can cause that. And so we ruled everything out, and everyone said, no, it's PTSD, it's stress, it's, it'll go away eventually, maybe. So I started, and this was before the song, this was still going through the divorce. I started literally sobbing and begging Jesus to take this smell away and let me just smell him. And at that time, I didn't know any of this, that he has a perfume. Didn't know about the sachet of myrrh, but I knew I did not want that smell. I didn't want those memories. I don't want to think about what has happened in the past. I don't want this anymore. Please, please just take this smell away and let me smell you. And eventually I realized, and I don't know the moment when the smell changed, but it did, because if it had just gone away, I think I would have noticed, oh, that smell is gone, right? But he didn't just take the smell away, he transformed it. And it became this sweet, smoky incense smell. And it wasn't until one day I was in the church, just like on a Wednesday or something, and I'm smelling all this incense, like it's almost burning my eyes. It's so strong. And I'm like, did Father light incense at morning mass? Why would he do that at a daily mass? And I happened to run into him when I was leaving the church. So I asked him, I said, did you have incense at morning mass? And he said, no, why? And then I was kind of like, was afraid to tell him because I thought he's going to think I'm crazy. And he said, are you smelling incense? And I said, yeah, I think I smelled it in the church, but I think I've been smelling it other places too. And he said, that's Jesus. That's Jesus. And then I realized that this is what he had done. He didn't just take the smell away, he redeemed it. He didn't just say, okay, you don't have to smell that anymore. But instead, he gave me the scent of the bridegroom. So just like the bride says at the beginning in the prologue, that when she smells that perfume, Father Blaise says that, she says, delicate is the fragrance of your perfumes. And Father Blaise says, when she smells the perfume, it right away, she knows, here he is. Here he is. Jesus is with me. The bride has a scent. He really has a scent. And so that perfume, even just when you're in church and there is incense, to remember that that is the scent of the bridegroom. That is the scent of the bridegroom. With Jesus, we can breathe deeply and freely. It's safe. And I don't know about any of you, but because of my trauma, breathing itself was very difficult. And just with even with the pelvic floor dysfunction, I learned that our diaphragm is attached to our pelvic floor too. So when my pelvic floor was all clenched and tight, I physically could not breathe the way that you are meant to breathe. And that was another way that by giving me his scent, he began to heal even those physical wounds, because I would smell that scent and I would just lean back and breathe like I knew it was safe to just breathe and to breathe deeply and retrain my muscles how to take a deep breath and let him just fill my whole body with the breath of God.